Alright, so the finale aired on Friday on Amazon Prime. So today I'd like to stop and take the time to talk about The Boys Season 3. Please know that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion. My name is SW Nation, and you are free to comment down below your opinion on The Boys Season 3, the finale, as well as the season as a whole. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Comment that down below in the comment section. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter. That's going to pop up on your screen right now. And also, please note that this video is split into two halves. The first half is going to be an episode breakdown / rant section, where I'm going to be talking about some of my likes and dislikes about the season overall, a little bit more podcast style. And then the latter half is going to be a full-on season review, spoiler-filled, obviously. And this whole review has spoilers in it. So with that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get right into our rant. So we kick off the episode very strangely, actually. I guess I wasn't paying attention that much to episode 7 because Homelander just shows up in Mallory's yard to get Ryan. And Ryan's turn to Homelander, I can understand, is reasonable, but I do have some thoughts about that, which I will talk about later in the review, or you could just skip to that. Homelander's talk to Ryan influences him to turn, and that line about I'm always gonna love you, it wasn't your fault, me and you are like the same, I thought all of that just worked. And especially what Butcher said, all of that worked with Ryan's turn. All of it is reasonable. I just have some issues about it. Cut to Ashley in the deep trying to transport Maeve from 7 Tower because of the hashtag free Mavers, but she obviously escapes. Then we go into MM's house, and Frenchie and Mother's Milk, they have a convo about Mother Milk's fatherhood and his fatherhood issues and stuff like that, about him punching his daughter's stepfather. I think overall this entire season has a long-running theme about fathers, and then, you know, I'm also going to talk about that some more inside of this rant section. After this, Black Noir returns to 7 Tower, hoping to help Homelander kill Soldier Boy. It's a nice hug, as Homelander really loves Noir, in my opinion. I really think that Homelander truly sees Noir as a friend, and maybe Noir actually sees Homelander as a friend as well. After this, we flash forward to what Soldier Boy and Butcher and Huey are doing. They're getting ready to go into battle. They're finna drive back to New York to confront Homelander. But while in the gas station, Butcher basically saved Huey's life from not taking any more Temp V, so he punches his lights out, knocks him out, and leaves him in the gas station bathroom. I think overall inside of this entire season, and actually in the second season too, they've hinted at Billy really seeing Huey as his younger brother, and also he believes that he might be turning into his father, the abuse from his father. I think all of it works, still continuing the theme of fathers. This leads to a great scene between A-Train and his brother Nate about how A-Train killed Blue Hawk and how Nate wanted his kids to see Blue Hawk on the TV screen. And I really like that conversation because it shows that Nate is really sick and tired of A-Train's bullcrap. He's really sick and tired of his narcissism, and he really feels as though A-Train is just using him. He's using the Black Lives Matter movement. He's using the black community as just a propeller to propel his own popularity and more recognition inside the 7. But also it leads to a great talk about being a strong father, with Huey talking about his dad and how his dad was always there. Frenchie then has a talk with Kimiko about his role on the team and reminiscing about his father as well. Again, another conversation about fathers, where Soldier Boy talks about his old man too, and about how his old man told him that he was a disappointment. Butcher and Soldier Boy, they actually reminisce together about fathers. Back at the tower, while Noir's preparing for battle, Homelander discovers that he knew about Soldier Boy being his dad. So when he finds out that Noir knew and never told him, he kills him, which is very interesting, but also very sad to me, because I really wanted to see Noir at least team up with the boys to take down Soldier Boy, or to team up with Homelander and take down Soldier Boy, or take down Homelander too with Maeve. I really wanted to see him do something, and then they just killed him. And I guess to a lot of people it's shocking, it's emotional, but to me I was like, yeah, that's sad, because I didn't get enough of Black Noir. This season was the first time that I really actually cared about Black Noir, and then they killed him off. We also have an interesting sit down right after this with Homelander and the rest of the 7. He tells Deep to kill the candidate for vice president, so then Newman can take over for vice president, so she can win by default. But it's a great conversation because he tells the team, he basically exposes everybody about Deep and his relationship with the octopus, about A-Train shooting up V and how he killed his own kind, and also Ashley with her cancer. Just exposes his team and tells them that Black Noir was worth more than his entire team combined. And if he killed Black Noir, that means that he doesn't need the rest of them. And that's so scary, so interesting. I can't wait for season 4 with that whole entire idea. I can't wait for it. So then Butcher, Soldier Boy, and Maeve confronts Homelander. Soldier Boy assures him that he is a disappointment, starved for attention, but before Soldier Boy could kill him with the energy blast from his chest, Ryan saves him, causing Soldier Boy to injure Ryan, thus causing Butcher to fight Soldier Boy. We have a cool shot with both Homelander and Butcher using their heat vision against Soldier Boy, and then Starlight and Mother's Milk is also helping Butcher take down Soldier Boy, while Maeve and Homelander are actually having a fight. Which is awesome because I didn't know Maeve was as strong as Homelander. I knew that she was top tier in strength, but I'm actually glad that they had a fight between her and Homelander. That's interesting to me. I really love that because she was really whooping that guy's butt. Like I loved it. It was so satisfying seeing Maeve just throw down on Homelander, which raises a lot of questions. Why hasn't she done that before? Maybe because this fight, he didn't really want to fight Maeve, but, he feels as though he had to because she was attacking him. But I guess, like, in any other situation, she probably wouldn't never won the fight, but because she was ready for it and he really wasn't ready for it, I guess that's why he won. And to be honest, he didn't really want to fight Maeve in that moment. After this, Butcher breaks Soldier Boy's shield. It's not a big moment. I just really like that part. It was really good, and especially satisfying for Mother's Milk. Starlight gets a power-up from Huey. I wanted to talk about this because it was pretty lame. They did all of this hyping up for that power up, and then she basically gets knocked out unconscious like after that, and all it did was just blast Soldier Boy out the way, and he got right back up 4 seconds later. Like, it didn't do anything to him. It just looked cool. The boys tag team Soldier Boy, and at this point, Mother Milk's arc is complete because then he got his revenge. He got to take down Soldier Boy. He got to put the vapor in his mouth. He got to whisper in his ear, "This is for my family, you racist." And to me, in some point, I'm like, okay, was he racist? Was Soldier Boy racist? I'm going to have to rewatch Herogasm to rewatch Mother Milk's arc. Well, not his arc, but his backstory. But was Soldier Boy really racist? Maybe he was because he came from a different time. He definitely sexist. Most likely he was racist. Okay, most likely Soldier Boy was racist. I just really loved Soldier Boy inside of this series, though. I really loved him inside of this season. After this, his beam becomes pretty unstable, ready to kill everyone in the tower until Maeve, after she shoves a rod through Homelander's ear, she goes to tackle Soldier Boy out of the window, virtually to the world, killing herself, but also taking out Soldier Boy in the process. Now, keep in mind, he doesn't die. He's sent to a new location, actually, in America. He's not sent to Russia anymore. He's sent to an American CIA location where Mallory oversees him, and now Maeve's powers are gone. Ryan then chooses Homelander. This is a nice parallel to the season 2 finale where he chooses Butcher over Homelander, and then now it's like, okay, the tables have turned. I think when we move into season 4, it's going to be more serious. Ryan's going to be very antagonistic, and I think the only way that they can really do that is to age up Ryan. Probably by a year because Butcher doesn't have that much. That leads me to my next point. Butcher learns that he has months to live because of the Temp V. His last shot of Temp V really turned his brain to mush and jelly. So now he's not going to live past season 4. But if they find some way to bring him back or to keep him alive, yeah, good luck with that. But I don't see them keeping Butcher alive past season 4. Ashley and the other Ashley then finds Maeve's footage of her being alive and her making out of the blast, but she doesn't have her powers anymore. So Ashley finds that footage and she deletes it. She deletes it from all the servers. You found out so much about Ashley's character up to this point with her deleting those files. Now Newman is the new vice president, a new threat for The Boys' 4th season. And after this, Homelander introduces Ryan to his supporters. And then a Starlight supporter throws a can, hits Ryan in the face. Homelander looks at him and kills said supporter with his laser eyes. A brief silence, and then Homelander's supporter, starting off with Janine's stepdad, Mother's Milk ex-wife's husband, starts cheering and clapping for Homelander's kill, and then the rest of Homelander's supporters cheer him on. After this, Homelander smiles. At this point, he's at the height of his power. He's at the height of his ability. And then we see Ryan. The shot goes onto Ryan's face, and he looks around at the crowd. And then he smirks a little bit. We can see a little bit of a smile, an evil smile, signaling that, Ryan has turned. End of episode. So, that was it for the rant, the episode breakdown for The Boys. A whole hour episode. I don't know how long this audio is, but hopefully it's not too long. That is pretty boring. But, comment down below, guys. What did you think of the finale as a whole? If you loved it, if you hated it. I frankly loved the finale. I thought that this season was amazing. So, actually, with that being said, let's move right into the review section, starting off with the good. And the good thing that comes to mind here is that right off the bat, let's just say it how it is. The Boys is one of the greatest superhero shows and TV shows, period. This show continues to be clever and continues to put story and character first above all else. Unlike Doom Patrol, The Boys every season has kept the same level of quality and care that we have come to know and love. Finally, after 3 years, we have leveled the playing field, giving The Boys powers. And I think that's something very interesting and fun, and it actually lets this season focus more on the soups and the morality of having powers, of The Boys having powers, like Huey and Butcher. Jensen Ackles, I hope I'm saying his name right, as Soldier Boy is the best thing about this season. He is incredible. It's incredible casting. Every scene that he was in, he just stole the frame. Frankly, I just enjoyed seeing him go toe-to-toe with Homelander. Again, we are giving more depth to Homelander, granting him more power than he's ever had before, and in my opinion, putting him at the height of his popularity and strength, but also doubling down on Homelander's insecurities. Homelander is a very insecure person, and I love the fact that they really focused on that inside of this season, like they did inside of season 2, but I think it's a little bit more sympathetic here inside of this season. He's a little bit more sympathetic by the end, but also we already know that we have to take Homelander down because he is a villain, essentially. Another thing that I won't go too in-depth on is the character development for Mother's Milk. I think having Soldier Boy kill Mother Milk's family, and then MM wanting to get revenge for that, and then in the end he finally gets revenge, he finally gets closure, I think that's satisfying in a sense. Also with Maeve, her arc, basically throughout the entire series, leads up into this moment to where she doesn't have her powers anymore, to where she's not a soup anymore, to the point where she is the true hero in the end. Like I said, by the end, both of their stories, both of their arcs have satisfying endings that make you care about these characters. They make you cheer, and the moments make you tear up. From where this season starts, everything set up in the beginning is paid off. That gets me very excited for the new season. It's hard for me to put into words how amazing this 3rd season is because I just love it so much. There's so many things to talk about. All I gotta say is the writing is spectacular. The dialogue, while raunchy, is mature and profound at times. Like I said in my tweet, you guys can check out my Twitter. That link is always in the description. The show grows these characters and manages to entertain, all while giving us epic, gruesome superhero action. And all of it, is R-rated, it's gross, but it's very bloody. But like I said, it all wraps that up into a nice little package. It's better than Doom Patrol, in my opinion. It's better than most of the MCU. I think it's probably the greatest comic book media that came out this year. Either that or the Batman. This show is amazing. But, I have some mixed thoughts about it. They're not good things. They're not bad things. There's just some things I wanted to talk about. So with that being said, let's move right into the mixed. And the mixed thing that comes to mind here is that the turn of Ryan seemed a little bit too fast. I can see what they were trying to do. I understand why they did it, and I understand how. I just felt as though when Ryan did that little smirk at the end, I was like, oh my God. Because Homelander would have been dead if Ryan didn't intervene with Soldier Boy. And, when the whole fight happened between Butcher and Homelander versus Soldier Boy, the boys versus Soldier Boy, I was like, oh, come on, guys, really? Like, why? But, why was Ryan there? You know what I mean? And that just caused a lot of issues, caused a lot of problems for me. But it's not a bad thing. It didn't take away my enjoyment from the finale nor the season. It's just something that I wanted to talk about. And also, I wanted more Soldier Boy versus Homelander. It's satisfying to see someone that can go toe to toe with Homelander. Whereas Queen Maeve can do that, we've never seen her do that. And I love the fact that we got to see Soldier Boy he didn't bleed from Homelander. He didn't break a bone from Homelander. Homelander punched him dead in the nose and nothing happened. He got his head clocked back a little bit, but he didn't get any damage from that. And that's satisfying to me. That's satisfying to see a Captain America-like character take down Superman. And I love both the Superman and Captain America. But I just really wanted to see more of Soldier Boy in general, but also Soldier Boy versus Homelander. And I'm glad that he's not dead, so we can see more of him inside of the series going forward. This is another mixed thing. It's probably weird to a lot of people, but Herogasm was very hyped up, and you didn't see that much of the orgy. I really wanted to see more Soups get it on. Maybe Queen Maeve should have been there, and then something would have happened between her and the Deep. I actually like the fact that the Deep got it on with an octopus. That was pretty funny. We could have seen, I don't know, A-Train get it on with somebody. We could have seen Black Noir get it on with somebody. I don't know. I just really wanted to see more of the Seven in the orgy, and also more of the orgy itself, since they hyped up Herogasm. Even though that's my favorite episode of the series, that's my favorite episode of the season, I just wanted a little bit more from this superhero orgy. In conclusion, The Boys Season 3 is the best the series have ever been. The show continues to wrap development and emotion in a clever R-rated package, thanks to the writing and the inherently amazing, interesting idea of the premise. It's definitely better than anything Marvel on Disney Plus has done, and probably better than anything Marvel has done with their film side as well. I mean, not, Phase 3 and Phase 1 and Phase 2. I'm talking about Phase 4. Better than Marvel Phase 4, let's just say that. Season 3 is a 9.8 out of 10 and an A+, and I would say check it out. Just start binging the series. You gotta watch The Boys. If you have not seen The Boys, you gotta watch The Boys right away, because it is the best TV show right now, in my opinion. Alright guys, that is it for the review/rant. Please know that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion. And you're free to comment down below. What did you think of The Boys Season 3 as a whole? What's your favorite episode? Comment all of that down below in the comment section. With that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter that's going to pop up on your screen right now. And also don't forget to come back later for The Boys Seasons Ranked. And I will see you all next time. Peace.